guy eating a little watermelon.
That guy just munching watermelon, yeah?
There's a rich man in there, you know?
Yeah, that's what we need, man. We need some watermelon. Now, we're on the way to a place called 춘천. 춘천 is like halfway between Seoul and the East Coast. And 춘천's not really famous for anything other than one thing, which it's very famous for. And that is 닭갈비.
I knew that.
How'd you know that?
I've been there.
Oh, you have been to 춘천? Yeah, you went with your friend. 춘천 is only famous. Well, maybe the people of 춘천 can be angry after I say that. But as far as I know, as far as I know, the most famous thing in 춘천 is 닭갈비.
And it's good out there. It's real good.
That's where it comes from. There's probably famous people from there. They're probably very offended. I apologise to people of 춘천.
Pretty dope that they're watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. That's where we're headed, and of course, if we're going to 춘천, we're eating 닭갈비.
Oh yes, they're like the tteokbokkis there. They're so soft.
And what we're having is not the one that you had. So you had it in a pan, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Original 닭갈비 is actually on the grill. It's barbecued. So,
Oh, it's like the chicken rib one.
yeah.
Oh, can we get rice cakes as well on the side?
If they have them, I'll ask, but that's like a difference between shop to shop. But I think a lot of them do that actually, so you might be in luck. It's the meat attached to the rib. They put that on the grill and they barbecue it.
Basically a thigh where they haven't cut.
Yeah, it's basically a thigh. It's thigh meat, so it's really soft, really tender, really moist. It's lovely.
Attached to the bone?
It is attached to the bone, yeah. Also, Floyd's had that before, so I gotta have something up my sleeve for Floyd to try as well, which is a salted version of it.
Salted?
Oh.
Yeah. So originally you'll have the marinated version, and there's also a salt version, which is Floyd has never had before.
Okay.
And then we'll be going to our hotel, which is in 춘천, and we'll be staying the night there before we head off to our next destination tomorrow.
Which
is dun dun dun, a surprise.
Oh, a surprise.
We're doing something sick tomorrow actually. You're gonna love it, and John will like it a lot too. But I think Floyd will especially love it because it's connected to his profession.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
So this place is called Oak Tree 닭갈비. Oak Tree. So the coals they use are oak.
Oh, it's made from oak tree?
Yeah.
And that affects the flavor?
Yeah.
Because I can see all these other geezers, they're cooking straight on the stone.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know this? This is something I know. You didn't.
I didn't see that.
So,
let's go.
Yeah, apparently you cook straight on the stone. Let me tell you what's about that. We're gonna cook straight on the stone. And it's gonna be a new experience for us all. Because I've never had anything cooked straight on a coal before.
Oh, you have it? We do that all the time in America.
Yeah? This guy. Sometimes, it's the second time it's gotten me today.
What else did I say?
If you tense whilst you're taking a protein shake, it goes straight there.
I told him if you flexed your muscle while you drink the protein, it'll go right to the muscle that you flexed.
These must be hot stones then. I've never seen it done like that. That is crazy. Wow.
So these are stones, and underneath is the oak coal.
Yeah, underneath must be the oak coal.
I'm just a genius.
Jesus. So John was asking if using the oak coal affects the taste. How about a chef's explanation?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to hear. Oh, okay, cool.
Very brief.
Yeah.
Not a very technical explanation.
No, it's the fragrance that comes
Yeah,
off of
the fumes.
Yeah.
A lot of the best coal in Korea comes from this province, Gangwon-do.
How did you know that?
I have a lot of knowledge stored in my head from going to all these restaurants and stuff like that. God damn.
So this is the salty boy.
This is the salty boy. Man, I've never seen it cooked like this. We're very happy she's cooking it for us because
Yeah, we wouldn't know what to do.
No, I wouldn't have had a clue.
So like the fat from the skin is now like moving up the rocks.
Ah, so that's why she keeps slapping it around.
Yeah.
To get them a bit moist. Boy, have you seen what these are?
Oh, little rice cakes.
Rice cakes.
Bad man thing.
It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me?
So this is called something called makguksu, which is it's something that you eat with this dish, and it's something that also originates from 춘천. Very famous in Korea. It's buckwheat noodles in a sort of sweet and spicy broth, and it's cold.
이거 다 먹을 때도 있는데.
It's ready to be eaten. So for now, just try it on its own, I'd say.
For sure, that's too hot to put in your mouth, right?
Yeah, blow on it, dude.
I thought you both were just going.
Floyd's got chef mouth. You can eat things a lot hotter.
What thing? Chef mouth?
No, it's true, yeah. And chef hands.
I should put my hand on the broth.
You're not getting the same flavour burst as you do with the marinated one, but you get all the moisture and more of the chicken taste coming out. It's a whole different experience.
Oh, good. You got the cold smoke and like the rock.
You were right though. You were saying the car, the texture.
Yeah.
The texture is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, can we make the wraps now?
Yeah. And make some wraps.
Wow.
I still prefer it marinated, but I get why people would like this because you can taste the other things a lot more.
Yeah, you can really take on like the taste of the yolk
Yeah.
and the coals like this.
You taste all the delicate flavours because the Kobe sauce is usually quite overpowering. You're not going to taste many other things with that. Whereas with this, you get to taste every little element.
I'll mix this up.
Cut it first, the noodles going to be really long. Yeah, and then mix it up.
Oh,
Alright,
noodles are good, man.
you tried them? Now the best thing to do with these noodles is to actually eat them with the chicken. That's the combination. So you get a piece of chicken and you get noodles and eat them together.
I'll give it a
Really
shot.
nice. These noodles aren't too sweet either, which is actually good. So a lot of time when you eat them in Seoul, they'll be really sweet. You don't get any other flavour.
Yeah, well done, man. Balanced well. Yeah, this place is definitely on to something. I mean, it's quite a difficult way to cook with these stones, but once you get the hang of it. And also, I thought this marinade would stick more, but it hasn't. It's been quite well behaved. So have you had this one before, Johnny?
Yeah, sort of in the pan.
The sauce. He's in for a treat.
It's a different experience. Alright boys, chin chin.
Some of the pieces are not cooked yet. So be careful.
There you go. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Okay. It's a very different flavour.
I haven't had it taste like this before.
Even me.
It's a little bit spicier, less as sweet.
I did order the spicier one.
Oh, nice. Oh,
It is less sweet, it's spicier. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's when the magic starts happening. When you get the combo first. And when you add it, some noodles.
that with the noodles.
Are they cooked?
I think so. I've never had a barbecued rice cake, but it's nice. There's like a crunch to it, dude.
They become like crunchy on the side and soft in the middle like marshmallow. What do you think of this one, John?
Yeah, it's good. You said it was spicy.
Yeah.
Usually I'm horrible with spicy food, but it's not too spicy for me.
What about the flavour?
It's definitely tamer than I remember. The smoke is very prevalent.
This is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the marshmallow over a campfire. It's a good analogy. Yeah.
But if you come to this place, I wouldn't expect the normal sweet stuff.
That's what I'm really liking about this, is that it's not being sweetened up.
Yeah, I am too. 'Cause I've never really actually had it not sweetened up.
Tteokbokki with a crunch. I'm digging it.
It's a game changer. Lovely.
So this is like the proper original, before they did the Japan one.
Yeah, because that Kobe was actually started by, I think, some guys which either worked in a pork barbecue place or were regular customers and got tired of the pork and decided to put chicken on there and start experimenting with it.
Nice.
That's how it actually started, and it started as a side dish rather than a main dish. And as it evolved over the years, it got nicer and nicer and came into the spotlight.
Now these noodles, though, these need to make it back to England.
It's the perfect complement to the grilled chicken. What are your final thoughts, boys?
It's delicious. Noodles as well.
Loved it. I just like the idea of the stone cooking with coals underneath. Makes it much more harder to cook it, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
Probably a lot harder to clean as well.
I think
So
we do.
sorry for whoever has to clean all those stones every day.